312 grams of added weight from RC all-wheel drive. So these are the 1.3-inch Beadlock wheels with brass ring weights for the FMS FCX24, or anything else that'll fit that hex on the back. And you have clearance for it, obviously. But 312 grams, guys. These things are heavy, 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 heavy. This is no joke. Oh. Got some stickers. Love our stickers. They make these guys in red and titanium as well. You know, the black, the red, and the titanium. We'll show those over here. Looks like it's just the 5 bolts in the back. They're a 1.5 millimeter. Now the website says that these guys are for stock. So let's pull off a stock wheel here. Oh, you know what? They use a Phillips head. We've actually never taken apart, I don't think we've taken apart a stock wheel at all yet. You know, no, we did in our full breakdown video. Sorry. Our FCX24 full breakdown. I'm pretty sure we took one all the way apart. Put that video over here. It's a long one, but we go pretty in depth with it. So if you're interested in the FCX24, it might be worth watching. So there's the inner ring. Just a little bit wider, not much. I mean, not even maybe half a millimeter. Bamsies, just like that. I'm curious though. Yeah, these are 1.3 inch. How far off? Let's just look here. Hold on. Here's some brand new Swamp Kings. Now, these are 1 inch, but I'm just curious. Is it even a thing? Can you do this? If they're stretchy enough, can you stretch them really, really good on there? Probably not. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Bam. Look at that. Mind you, we're not totally even on this, but there we go. Just got to get it into the bead. Looky there. Now, I'm sure that's not good for the tire. And also, we don't have foams in there. But, like, that's a thing. They fit. Here, let's see if we can do it with the foam. Hopefully we don't completely destroy the foam. It's probably going to tear it. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. Now the foam's not going to fill the sides because it's stretched out so much. But I mean, it's in there. It's good. I can feel it. It just doesn't get the, once this stretches out and it balloons out a little bit, you're not going to have it filling the sides. But that's okay. If this is the look you're going for, you want to make sure when you're pulling this out, you don't pull on the foam and rip your foams. See, I'm just pulling this out, just getting the bead out of there just a little bit. See that? Gotta be careful not to pull it too far. Wow, awesome. So you can stretch some, as long as they're squishy, right? As long as you got good compound, you can stretch those out, throw them on there. I think that's kind of fun. I think we might leave this one. Now, I don't know how well it's going to perform. Your side hilling is probably not going to be too hot. Just because you've got a lot of play in the left and right. But if you're doing like a trail truck or something where you're not crawling too extreme, could be really good. I mean, if you like the look. Maybe you can get some, well, I don't know if Flubber Stuffers makes 1.3 inch flubbers yet, but if they do, you can maybe get some wide ones, some real wide flubbers that fit in there better, and you can stretch these guys out in there. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's fun. Again, it's not really going to be the highest performing setup, but it's still kind of cool. That oversized, stretched look versus this guy, the stock look. One thing cool about these guys is that they are vented in the inner ring. And that means you don't have to poke holes in your tires. We usually vent our tires, but if the wheel already has venting, there's no reason to. And you'd rather not, because venting your tires can cause them to tear if you don't do it carefully. And even if you do it carefully, you're still putting holes in your tires, right? Like it's not necessarily the best way to vent, but it is usually the easiest, and they usually are fine as long as you don't just cut them. You know, if you just cut them, then they can tear very easily. But if you actually like poke a hole or use like a hole to drill it, essentially. Yeah, there's only one hole for the venting, but that's probably fine. I would prefer one on each side, personally. They should have, just because it helps the airflow a little easier. I guess it depends on how much squishy you want, right? If you're airtight and stuff like that, the vent hole being only one will mean the air will leave slower, so you'll have a little bit more dampening. If you have multiple holes, your dampening will be less, and you'll squish more fast. Now, one downside of having the wheel vented is you cannot be airtight. If you wanted to just be airtight and have it air-filled, essentially, which not many people do that anyway, but if you did want that for some reason, you'd have to fill that hole. But yeah, awesome wheels. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to throw these guys on one of our FCX crawlers, but it's not going to be this one, it's going to be this one. We're swapping some things. So we had this truck. So this truck frame or body was on a crawler, so closed diffs. But we've already got a white one, a white monster truck, the Ford body, and we've got the blue monster truck Ford body. So we decided we're going to go ahead and make this a monster truck. So I just swapped the body to this one. So this is an open diff, right? See? Not a crawler. So we'll make this another little basher, make it kind of fast monster trucky basher. I'm going to paint this chrome. Here, we'll do that right now. Right now. I know it was cool to have the purple wheels. Purple, where'd they go? Oh yeah, here. These guys. But we're not going to paint the wheels. We're just going to paint this piece here with our chrome pen. Look at this. All right, it's all chromed up. And this will be our monster truck. And then we took the monster truck body and we're going to throw it on the crawler chassis because this has closed diffs. Right? Doesn't have the open diff. They spin the same direction. Right? Just in case you missed it the first time versus opposite directions. That means it handles better when you're turning and stuff, but it's horrible for crawling because if you lift up a tire while you're crawling, you lose all your power. It all goes to the lifted tire. So that's why its corners better, but it crawls worse. So then we're going to take the truck, a monster truck body, and we're going to put it on the crawler chassis, and we're going to use these tires. Bam. A little big, still monster truck-y-ish, monster truck-ish-ish. But yeah, I just didn't want the same body. We've also got our custom built blue monster truck body. So it's like we have 3 monster trucks all using a square body truck. So I wanted to not have that. And we have 3 rock crawler FMSs that are all using the power wagon. So I figured I'd switch it up. Anyway, let's get these tires and wheels on this truck. I just want to show again one of the little tricks we do. We have tons of extra little hex wrenches, Allen wrenches, so we'll use those to line up all of our bolts. That way we push down, everything is lined up and we can put our screw in. Especially since we're stretching this tire around it, you're not going to be able to spin this inner part of the wheel around very easily because the tire's so tight on the inner wheel. So we need to make sure they're lined up as we stretch the tire around it. Okay. We're still good and lined up. And we can put our first screw in. And I'm not going to tighten the screw all the way down. I'm just going to get it in just enough, and then we're going to check all of our bead. Do each one of these just a little bit, check our bead, and then we'll tighten them down. And you should always tighten them in a cross pattern, just like a rail car. All right, now our bead is good and we can tighten them all down. Bam! I think that looks pretty sharp. Definitely dig the way that looks. Get it a little bit lower, that'd be nice. And this is a completely stock truck though. This is a completely stock FCX24 crawler, so the power wagon. Here's what the old tractor tires look like. Here's the difference there. Definitely like this wider look. I mean, it'll definitely help with crawling, right? These are not the best crawl tires. These are better for like trailing and mudding and stuff like that. But these little wide guys, these will be better. They're a better compound for crawling. Again, they're not perfect for crawling, especially since we don't have proper inserts that fit the shape of the tire with them being stretched on these 1.3 wheels. But I really like the look. And man, an extra 300 plus grams, that's going to make a huge difference when it comes to crawling. Hopefully it don't burn up the servo and the motor. Worst case, we upgrade. Always a good opportunity to upgrade when you break something. All right, we're going to get the other 2 on and we'll do a little bit of drive video. there you have it. These wheels and, well, the tires too seem to perform pretty well. I think a lot of it, I mean, it's an all-stock truck, so clearly having that much extra weight on there is going to make a huge difference. But yeah, the tires are awesome, but really these wheels, I think they're just planting. They're just planting the truck. You know what I mean? It's not even set up in a most optimal way. And it seemed like we could hit some pretty good lines. Some of those rocks are really steep, and we were still able to kind of grab and pull over. And yeah. They also look good. I really like the way they look. They're pretty cool. Definitely not to scale per se on the 124 scale body. When you're using like a 1/18th, like the Power Wagon, it will look a little bit more to scale, but these are like 30-inch wheels if you were to do it to scale. So, but we thought it'd be fun. I think we're also going to put it in full droop at some point. We'll take the springs out and just drop it all the way down, because I kind of like that look. I don't like it. I don't want this one to look like a monster truck. So, and you definitely aren't going to be using these wheels on a monster truck because they're just too heavy. They're made for crawling for sure. But great for any 18 scale rigs for sure. These would be sick. Maybe even the new TRX4M. I don't know. Maybe. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Get out there, build something. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that awesome stuff. We appreciate all the subs. And yeah, if you got any questions, put it down in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, why don't you just put donk? It kind of looks like a donk, D-O-N-K. Those are the big wheels, right? I'm getting old. Who knows? Donk it. Peace.